Hello, my name's Julie Walker, and I thought now would be a really good time to put a face behind the name that you're seeing at the bottom of those Women on the Tee emails you started to receive over the last couple of weeks and months. I returned to golf 7.5 years ago, having played it for a couple of years in my teens in the southwest of Scotland. And I love it. I love being outside, I love meeting new people, I love playing new courses, I love the competitive side of golf. I also love the social side of golf as well, and being able to have a bit of a laugh, have a good shot, have a bad shot. Some days you feel good about a bad shot, and other days you feel absolutely miserable. But whatever it is, golf, every time you're out on the golf course, something different happens, and you've always got something to smile about. There's always something that you can take off the golf course and have thought, that was good, that was bad, that was funny, or it was just a great conversation, or a great morning with a friend. So to me, that's what I love about golf. Anyway, what I also do is, when I go out, I listen to people and I watch and I observe. My background is customer experience, and I've spent sort of 30 years of my life working in companies, improving customer experience for various different organisations, large and small. But throughout it all, I've always had a passion for sport. I grew up playing sport. I love playing sport. It's always been part of my life. It's not always been something that I've been able to do through the jobs that I've ended up doing. However, it has always been there. And so to me, one of the things that I've been doing over the last few years is just listening to women golfers. You know, they don't whinge, they don't complain, they turn up in all weathers, on all days, in all courses, and if you say that you're going to be there, the only reason that somebody is not going to turn up and play with you is if someone else has closed the course. That's it. So when I look at that, I sort of think, you know, there's a lot out there, and we are committed to this sport of golf, good or bad. Anyway, so having listened to people, they've been talking about opportunities, opportunities available, opportunities that aren't available, things they'd like to do, things they wouldn't like to do. They'd like to be able to play competitions with people across the country. They'd like to be able to play together with their friends or on their own, have a day away, have a couple of days away, but have a little bit of competition as well as having fun in the social side of it. Not everyone wants to play competitions, I completely understand that. And not everybody wants to play medals. Some people want to play Stableford, some people want to play 4-ball, better ball, and some people want to play foursomes. And all of those formats are available to us. So my view is why not try and see if we can bring some people together, find some courses, go out, play some golf, and then work out how we can improve this for everybody so that we can have much more fun playing golf. It's not about one person or one group, it's about getting started, and that's where we are today. In November, I set out a survey, and the survey went out and we had 580 responses from women within 48 hours of them receiving the survey. That's pretty amazing. Not just in golf, it is amazing full stop from a market research point of view. So there's an enthusiasm and an appetite. The trick is how can we take that enthusiasm and appetite and turn it into something that gives something for everyone to enjoy. I'm not trying to answer everybody's problems, but what I'm trying to do is identify gaps and then try and fill those gaps with different experiences. They might be better, some of them might be just the same, some of them might not be any good at all. But we've got to start somewhere, and starting this year, we've managed, starting at the beginning of the year, which essentially is what we did, lockdown, have time, let's give it a bash. So that's where I am. So a couple of people came together at the beginning of the year to really work on this in earnest. And so we've got one person who's been out bashing out emails, sitting on the telephone, trying to get hold of people who are working part-time in different courses, and we've actually been lucky enough to get 7 venues who have offered to host us for Women on the Tee venues this year. That's amazing. This is in lockdown, and they're making the effort to come and help us to get going and give us tee slots in order to be able to do it. We have to pay green fees. Yeah, we've got to pay green fees. I've bought some software which will allow us to run contactless competitions, which basically means it's minimum admin, minimum overhead when we turn up to play golf. You turn up, you'll register online on your mobile phone, you'll come in, you'll play your sport, you'll play your round, you'll come off, you'll do your score sheets, and then you can go home again. The leaderboard will be up there. We won't be having prize giving, except at the Pro-Am if we're allowed to do that. But what we want to do is actually just bring people together, create new golfing experiences, learn this year, and then get your feedback as we go and make it better as we evolve. And that's the only way we're going to do it. So we have been really, really lucky, as I say. We've got 7 courses. We've got 6 one-day events. One of them is a Pro-Am, which is in partnership with the WPGA and the PGA. The WPGA have, we're the only partner this year to actually run a full all-female Pro-Am with the WPGA, which is an amazing achievement. We have been working with the PGA since 2018, running Pro-Am, so that's been great. So this will actually be our 3rd because we had to postpone last year's in Scotland. We do still plan to do it. We might not be able to do it this year, mainly because of COVID, and we don't know what the rules are going to be crossing borders. However, where we are at the moment, and I don't want to go on too long, is we've got going, we've got a website up and running. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be offering some taster get into golf Pilates for golf sessions. We're also going to be adding in some mind performance tips and techniques from our performance golf coach. And also we're going to have some rules from the referee's notebook. These are all good. We'll also be launching an online community. The online community is open for you all to become a member of, and in there you can share your golfing experiences, ask questions, get your golfing knowledge going, talk about the events you're going to play in, and most importantly, start to provide us with feedback so that we can evolve and develop Women in the Tee to something that you want to be part of. There's no point in creating something if it's not of interest to people. So we need to work in partnership. So what I'm asking you to do is to give us a go, sign up to the events. We're going to be adding, at the moment we've only got the stroke plays on the different venues, but I am going to add in a Stableford in there because we've 72 tee times to fill in each of the different venues, and I don't think we're going to get 72 people to play medals every single course. So what I'm going to do is, I know some people prefer Stableford, so I'm going to put in a Stableford into there as well. So we'll be able to have different people on the course with different skill sets and different interests, but we need to fill those tee times in order to keep them and in order for the venues to have us back next year. We've got some great venues wanting to host us next year as well, which is phenomenal. We've been going for less than 3 months. And we now have 7 venues this year, and we've got 12 venues wanting to host us next year. The challenge is going to be selecting what do we do and how do we do it and how do we use the opportunities we've got. But the key is to get going. So what I'm doing is today introducing myself, introducing the idea. I did have a script, it's all gone to pot. This is who I am. I'd love you to get involved in Women in the Tee. I'd love you to help us get this going, and I'd love it to be a great place that we can all come together and play golf, both nationally and internationally. So all I can do is put the website out there, make it available to you, get some venues, give you the opportunity to sign up, and hopefully we can turn this into a fun community of women golfers that we can meet together and play golf across the country and possibly internationally as well. I hope to meet you on the golf course soon, and I'd just like to thank you for the support of the people that have already supported me and have started to join up and sign up for the events, and I hope that we can attract some more people to come in and play with us as well. What we want to do is make the best of a great game of golf. Thanks very much. Bye bye.